Noodles Noodle here today. Today we're back with another review and a how-to video on how to use the 25mm XM25 Airburst grenade launcher. The XM25 grenade launcher was developed for use for the U.S. military. It was used in Afghanistan for the U.S. Marines and U.S. Special Forces. And it is effective out to 600 meters. Yeah, that's far. In a test they have done, they've actually determined that it is 300% more effective at eliminating enemy targets than the normal underslung grenade launcher, the M203 that we use in Battlefield as well. The XM25 can actually kill enemies in real life out to 10 meters from wherever the airburst happens. 10 meters is the equivalent of 40 feet. So basically a radius of 20 feet in each direction. It is deadly. In Battlefield, it's not quite deadly out to 600 meters because 600 meters is way on the other side of the island and no one's engaging anybody at 600 meters. But it is pretty effective at pretty much any range we have here on the firing range. You can kind of see we're out there 100 meters there. We got like 120 meters out to the farthest distance. You can pretty much engage people at any distance. And this is how you use it. What it does, it actually locks on. It uses a laser rangefinder to lock on to whatever target you want it to, and then it actually bursts just beyond the target. So if I wanted to lock on to this guy right here, all I have to do is put my cursor on it, zoom in, and it is locked on to that target. And if I turn sideways here and I want to shoot just beyond this wall, it bursts just beyond the wall. Now it is important to remember that whatever you zoom in on is what is locked in on. So if I zoom in on this thing over here, the far guy over there at 83 meters, it is locked in on that and will shoot beyond that. Now if I'm kind of jumbling around, I quickly do it. It's actually locked on at that point, that far point over there, and not the point that I want it to be. So if I try to lock onto this point and I zoom in and my cursor's over here, it'll actually burst over there. It won't burst where I want it to. This is a very effective tool at taking out enemies, and it can also be used as a direct hit weapon as well. You can take out targets hitting them directly, but it is best used as an airburst weapon, shooting enemies behind targets and pretty much just destroying anybody that you can lock onto. It can also be used as a vehicle destroying weapon. It does do a minimal amount of damage to vehicles, although I wouldn't rely on it as if I was using an RPG or a law rocket, but it will do a little bit of damage to vehicles. As you see, I'm engaging this tank here with the XM25. But the one thing I did find interesting is that it won't actually lock on to vehicles. If you're looking at a vehicle, it won't actually lock onto it. As you're about to see in this clip here, I try to lock on to the vehicle, and it just gives you the NA command at the bottom of that screen there. Right there you can see where I didn't quite have the correct lock, where I reacquired the correct lock and was able to eliminate the enemy quite effectively. It takes about 2 or 3 bursts, depending how far it is away from the enemy, to actually lock onto it, to actually do the correct amount of damage to take the enemy out. I think this is a great tactical weapon for Battlefield 4. I don't think it's overpowered in any way. It isn't a really quick weapon. You actually have to think about using it. You have to actually think that that enemy's there. I think it's an effective time to use the XM25. It isn't like an M203 where you're like, okay, I need it, and boom, it uses. You have to actually stop, pause, lock on to the enemy, and then use it. I think if it was a quicker use weapon like the M203, it might be a little overpowered, but the way they have it designed right now, I think it's a pretty well balanced design, pretty well rounded. It's not going to be overpowered, and the amount of ammo they give you won't allow just trolls to spam it, like they do grenades on some of the other maps like Operation Locker, where you can just reload grenade every couple seconds and throw another one, and it just allows them to grenade spam. So overall, I think they did a pretty great job on the XM25, and it's a pretty cool weapon. This is my video for today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, I've been getting some subscribers here. I'd like to thank everyone who has subscribed. I'm going to keep coming out with these little tip videos, these little how-to videos to try to get you guys set up for Battlefield 4. Some of you newer players who may not know too much about the game, because it is a pretty complex game just to start out playing. I know when I first started out playing Battlefield 3, I was pretty confused. I didn't really know what was going on. I'm like, I don't really know where to go, who to shoot. I remember I entered Caspian border and just started running. From the US spawn, I just started running. I had no idea. So I'm going to keep uploading these videos. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and you're going to keep seeing these videos. Until next time, guys, my name is Noodle, and signing off. And remember, use your noodle. This is a brain-using channel. We think here. Thank you.